Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So I wanted to talk about the concept of willingness, because I know that to begin anything, you have to have a willing desire, a willing attitude to even move forward on whatever it is. We have to be willing to strive for it, willing to try, willing to participate, willing to consider whatever it is, willing to act on it. So willingness, you have the willingness to do it because there are no excuses. In the end, you're either willing or you're not. Like, that's the bottom line to start any change. So I was looking in the dictionary and it says, what does willing mean? It says, 1, you're inclined or favorably disposed in mind. So you have an inclination that you're willing to do it. You're ready, willing, and eager to help. And I think that's exceptional because, first there's just a willingness, and it may come with reluctance. Like, yeah, I'm willing, but, there's reluctance to it. To actually be eager is pretty fantastic. The second one says a prompt to act or respond, like lending a willing hand. So actually being moved to act on something. Number 3 is done, born with an E on the end, or accepted by choice or without reluctance, a willing sacrifice. And number 4 is of or relating to the will or power of choosing. So the volitional desire to actually choose. And I just think it's really important to say, are you willing? Because that is the beginning. It's the first step in anything, a willingness to act on whatever it is you're thinking. Will you already conquer it, master it, be perfect at it? No. But your first step is willing to consider it, willing to act on it, willing to get out of your own way and move towards success. So for today, I am willing to consider all of the things it takes to be well. I mentioned Tanny Raw a lot, and she's a social media personality on any platform you can find her. And she's an advocate for health and just moving people forward, taking them from wherever they are and moving them forward. And, she always inspires people to get outside of their comfort zone and be willing, to change, willing to do what it takes. She'll say that often people will ask her, what is the one thing I can do to, heal my body, the one thing I can do to lose all my weight, the one thing I can do to fix my microbiome and my messed up stomach. What's the one thing? And she's just like, seriously? It's not one thing. It's a willingness to do all the things it takes. And, that can overwhelm people for sure. And there are many things, whether you're talking about getting enough fluid, whether you're talking about getting enough sleep, which is a deficit for me, whether you're talking about getting off of all animal products and then off of all cooked food. And what are you willing to do to achieve the health that you're hoping to achieve? But the whole thing, as overwhelming as it may seem, begins with just a willing desire to seek health, a willing desire to explore other ways, to do different, to get different. And it's a willingness. If you're not willing, you have to be honest enough to say that. It's not that you keep faltering. Someone who's faltering is still willing. They're in progress. But someone who never even starts, they're not willing to even attempt change, attempt the first step towards a better way of living. They're not willing. Just be honest enough and say, to be fair, I'm not willing to do it. Otherwise, get on with it. All right, I just wanted to check in. And I was just thinking about, am I willing? I am. I'm willing to do so many things right now to just get to my end goal, which is just to live in a body that's healthy, lean, free of excess weight, only requires food for life rather than living for food, and honors the planet with a much smaller footprint, I am willing to do what it takes to get towards there. I really am. All right, so like if you like, join us if you haven't. Let me know if you think about what you're willing to do, and if you're honest enough to say what you're not willing to do, and to be okay with that. All right, please know that I pray for you, and until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.